Namaskar and welcome to my channel Green Habits by Dr. Chinmay Swai. Today I am here with 3 topics. Why 3 topics? Here today we are going to discuss on INQUAS, green habits and some of the points of climate change effects on maternal and newborn care. Remember my first 2 videos? Earlier I said that my videos would be on 2 themes. Okay, one theme is under green hospital framework and second would be on the how to combat the health effects of climate change in context of maternal and newborn services. That's why my 2 video earlier, number 1 is about why your energy audit and water audit and carbon footprint calculation matters, and my second video was on chapter 17 of Suman Roadmap 2030, because that chapter is mentioning about how to deal with the health effects of climate change both for mother and newborn baby. Okay, starting from pre-pregnancy to postnatal to newborn. Okay, so that's why I said कि today we are going to touch upon on 3 topics, and today is my favorite. Why my favorite? All the 3 are my favorites, like INQUAS, green habits and maternal health. But today here I am going to focus on national quality assurance standards. Yes sir and ma'am, there are some green habits under national quality assurance standards starting from district headquarter hospital to sub centers. So आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि why INQUAS and green habits. And before I start my formal presentation and further discussion, I would like to give one information that today's video would be both in English and Hindi. So मैं इंग्लिश में भी बताऊंगी और बीच बीच में उसको मैं हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट कर लूँगी, ताकि इस वीडियो को चाहे कोई भी देखे, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मेडिकल ऑफिसर टू आवर फ्रंट लाइन हेल्थ वर्कर्स, जो भी देखें उनको समझ में आ जाए, थोड़ा बहुत तो समझ में आ जाए. बिकॉज बोथ द INQUAS and the green habits, okay, through these we are actually moving towards a sustainable healthcare. Okay, and green hospital framework is one of them. And before this eco-friendly theme and before this CARE came into picture under this national quality assurance framework, INQUAS is already there and few of the points are there. So हालांकि हमने इतना वहाँ पे एम्फोसिस शायद हमने नहीं दिया होगा उस टाइम पे कि, बट टुडे इफ़ यू सी दोज पॉइंट्स दे आर एक्चुअली नथिंग बट the points which is talking about energy conservation, which is talking about your water conservation. At the same time, the entire INQUAS from your DH to ARM sub center is containing the points for your biomedical waste management. So what are those? Nothing but the green habits. Okay, that's why my channel name is Green Habits. So now we are going to start the formal presentation. As you can see, my first slide, INQUAS on green habits, and INQUAS is nothing but national quality assurance standards by the quality and patient safety team from Government of India. And we all know that INQUAS is consisting of 8 areas of concern, starting from service provision, your patient rights, your input, support service, your clinical services, infection control, quality management and outcome indicators. So there are 8 areas of concern. How the 8 areas of concerns are containing a few points of green habits. If you see the last line of my first slide, these are some points like save energy, save water, reduce waste, plantation, then say no to plastic and keep it clean. So you are agreeing with me that all the points are not only under the CARE and CARE eco-friendly theme that are also incorporated under the INQUAS, but in different area of concerns. Okay, so today we are going to discuss on those things. Those are the area of concerns, and what are those, and how the green habits are fitted into those area of concerns. So the outline of my presentation would be, first of all, I am going to give you the glimpse of the NQuAS framework, then the buzzwords and keywords for NQuAS, because during my presentation, all my slides, they are with actually containing all the buzzwords like area of concern, your standard, your measurable elements, checkpoints, and your means of verification. So that's why I kept one slide on that also. Okay, so then I will start the green habits under NQuAS one by one. Whenever I am saying one by one, because we all know that NQuAS is for starting from our district headquarter hospital till the Ayushman Arogya Mandir sub-centers as of now. Okay, so whenever I am saying one by one, that means we are going to discuss the green habits for DH, for CSC, the points under PSC, the points under UPSC as well. Because NQuAS is also taking care of not only rural part but also the urban healthcare facilities, and at the same time NQuAS for ARM sub-centers. And whenever we are going to discuss on below the PSC, like PSC, our urban PSC and ARM sub-center, so I am going to add something new, something different. Okay, so what are those? Just stay tuned till the end of this presentation. Okay, so this is the green habits under NQuAS. So how the first slide is like how the green habits are incorporated into the 8 areas of concerns. Okay, see the energy, save water, reduce waste. Under these 3 R, plantation, say no to plastic, and keep it clean. So now coming back to the presentation, green habits under NQuAS for DH, CSC, PSC, UPSC and ARM sub-center. Okay, so why I have highlighted this PSC, UPSC and ARM sub-center? Because there is something different, some twists and turns, if you are going to say, related to primary healthcare sector. Okay, what are those? Please wait for that. So as I said, so my outline of the presentation, first of all, the NQuAS framework. If you see, the NQuAS framework is containing our national quality assurance standards starting from DH to ARM sub-center, both for rural and urban healthcare settings. Correct? Now, number 2, please focus on this point. Here I have written focus based. That means your number 2 and number 3, Lakshya and Muskan. Lakshya is nothing but your labor room quality improvement initiative. Muskan is nothing but a quality improvement initiative, a child-friendly initiative, okay, for newborn baby. Okay, remember, Suman, remember my theme. One theme is Green Hospital Framework, and the second theme is how to combat the health effects of climate change related to maternal health and newborn health. So Lakshya and Muskan, they are nothing but one is care around birth and other one is child-friendly initiative. Okay, so that's why NQuAS framework is containing those part, and today whenever I will give some example, I will give some example from those areas as well. Okay, so caption 1 is your NQuAS, 2, 3 is related to focus based, because here we are actually focusing on care around birth, okay, and newborn baby. Now the next part is Kayakalp. You know Kayakalp, and in 2020-21, the eco-friendly theme has been incorporated, embedded under Kayakalp. Okay, so we will try to correlate how the points under different area of concerns are there, and whichever we have incorporated in Kayakalp and in the enhanced Kayakalp under this eco-friendly theme. Why I said enhanced? Because we have incorporated points under the Kayakalp as the H, thematic area H, eco-friendly. Okay, now I have added over here patient safety. Sarad man, why? The caption 5 is patient safety, because whenever we are talking about safety, so the safety is not only about patient safety. I always say during my lectures and presentation, wherever I used to go, that safety is consisting of 3 parts. Okay, your patient safety, your staff safety, and environmental safety. Okay, so these 3 points, these three safety is going to give you a sustainable healthcare through some green habits. And my entire presentation and my slides are based on those points. How you are going to see, and you are going to actually correlate the things. Okay, just try to correlate whether the patient safety, the staff safety, and environmental safety are related to each other or not, and how the green habits are already there under NQuAS. Okay, so that's why I have focused on this NQuAS framework. Okay, I hope you are clear on this slide. Now, coming to my next slide. What are those points under this slide? The keywords, the buzzwords, which I am going to utilize during my entire session. Okay, like area of concern, AOC. Okay, standards, your measurable elements or MEs, checkpoints, and means of verification. Okay, so this is not only I am using during this presentation, but also those 5 points are the grip of the NQuAS framework. If you are well versed with this AOC, standard, measurable elements, your checkpoint, and means of verification, that means you are a very good grip on the NQuAS framework. And these 5 terms is going to help you during your implementation, throughout the implementation, starting from your internal assessment, your state assessment, and of course for the national level assessment. Okay, so that's why I kept this slide, the buzzwords and keywords for NQuAS. I hope you are clear on those points. Grip for the NQuAS framework. Okay, now coming to next slide. This is talking about area of concerns. Okay, so here I am going to take 1 or 2 minutes to actually to give a brief about this area of concerns. Okay, so we all know area of A is all about service provision, and area B is talking about patient rights. Area of C is it is mentioning all the points under your structural part of Donabedian model. Remember, structural part, process part, and your outcome part. Okay, structure, process, outcome, the Donabedian model, on which the NQuAS standards are based. Okay, and input is the only structural part under this Donabedian model. Now, next is support services, AOCD, and your area, AOCE is all about clinical service. But this terminology is a bit different whenever we are going to discuss on the NQuAS for ARMS subcenter. Okay, because there the terminology is your wellness and your clinical activities services. Why? Because the ARMS subcenter, this is not only for treatment. This is for your identification, your screening, your counseling, stabilization, and referral whenever it is required. Okay, that's why wellness activities are given the utmost importance whenever we are talking about the ARMS subcenter. Okay, there are so many points whenever we are going to discuss on PSC, UPSC, and ARMS subcenter. Okay. So I am just trying to give the gist why the terminology of wellness and clinical service. Okay. Now the next area of concern is F, infection control. Okay. The next is quality management and the outcome indicator. So, do you think they are actually functioning differently? No, sir and ma'am. All the area of concerns, they are interrelated to each other. And if I say NQuAS is a storyline, okay, and this storyline starts with A and ends with H. How? Just give me 1 minute. I am going to describe on the points from all the area of concern. Then only we are going to understand how this is a storyline. The storyline begins when you are providing any kind of services based on the scope. That means scope of the DH, scope of the CAC, if it is a FRU, okay, and the scope of your PSC, a scope of your urban healthcare facility, and scope of your ARM subcenter. Because the scope of ARM subcenter is different for your facility level, for your community level, and also referral pathway. These are the 3 points under your scope of your ARM subcenter. Na? Okay. So, first of all, your service provision. Okay. What are the services you are providing as per the scope of service of the particular healthcare facility? That has to be time mandated. That has to be in alignment with all the subcomponents of the services. Okay. All the you should have all the functional instrument. Your HR should be there. What if you are giving services to OPD? So OPD should be functional. So the service provision is not only service provision. There are 4 points. Then only you will say that yes, this service provision is complete. Okay, your time mandate, your subcomponent, your building is functional, and the service is provided to end user. Okay, they are coming to you to take these services. Okay, so this is all about your area of concern A. So how this area of concern A is related to area of concern B? Because I said it's a storyline. Okay. यहाँ पे मैं कोई ऐसा स्टोरी नहीं सुना रही हूँ. यहाँ पे मैं इनक्वास की स्टोरी सुना रही हूँ जो कि शुरू से लेके आखिर तक इंटरकनेक्टेड है. ओके, सो हाउ whatever services we are providing, that has to be free of cost. That has to be provided with privacy, dignity, confidentiality. Whatever your services you are provided, that has to be with taking any kind of consent, and all these signages have to be displayed according to your scope of service. So what are those? Those are the points under your patient rights. That means your A is related to B. Agree with me? Now, how A is related to C? Okay, so what are the services we are actually giving under A? What all we require to provide that service? That means we require the building, we require HR, we require instrument and equipment, and of course we require not only HR, skilled HR. Okay, and with some competency. What are those? Those are nothing but the points under area of concern C, which is the only structural part of our Donavidian model. So, यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? जो A पे हम सर्विसेज दे रहे हैं, C पे हम किससे दें? किसको यूटिलाइज करें? तो हमें बिल्डिंग चाहिए, हमें स्टाफ चाहिए, स्टाफ जो कि स्किल्ड हो, जो कॉम्पिटेंट हो, हमें ड्रग्स एंड कंज्यूमेबल चाहिए, ठीक है, और हमें इंस्ट्रूमेंट इक्विपमेंट चाहिए जो भी सर्विसेज हम दे रहे हैं. अगर हम ओपीडी में दे रहे हैं, किसी को बीपी नापना है तो हमें इंस्ट्रूमेंट इक्विपमेंट चाहिए. उसी ब्लड प्रेशर अगर किसी का हाई है तो उसके लिए हमें मेडिसिन देना है तो उसके लिए मेडिसिन चाहिए. वो हम देखेंगे सी में. ओके, सो now you can connect how A is connected to C, and before that how A is connected to B. Okay, now what are the points we just discussed under C? Maintenance of those parts. That means we are talking about infrastructure under C, but the maintenance part is under D. Please focus on this area of concern. Again, I am reiterating. Remember, on the beginning, I said some of the area of concerns are actually containing some of the green habits. Okay, so please focus on this D part. Before that, C part also. How, why and how C and D? Please wait for that. Okay. So what I am just discussing, that what are the points under C, like your infrastructure building, maintenance is under D. Your upkeep, maintenance, under your KACAD. Okay. So your instrument equipment, availability under C, but calibration, AMC, CMC under your D. Okay. Again, your drugs consumable availability under C, but their inventory management under D, and all the regulatory compliances. Okay, those are the one of the mandatory criteria for getting the NQA certification. They are also under this area of concern D. So not only area of concern D is containing green habits, but also one of the your mandatory criteria. Okay, containing all the regulatory requirements. Okay, so indirectly A is related to your D, because C and D, they are interrelated. Okay, so now if you are having A, B, C, D in place, then only we can give a quality clinical service. Okay, you are agreeing with me? Because hospital is all about giving your clinical service, and if it is a Ayushman Arogya Mandir, then wellness and clinical service. That means A, B, C, D are in place, then यू कैन प्रोवाइड ए क्वालिटी क्लिनिकल सर्विस. अगर आपका अस्पताल साफ सुथरा ही नहीं होगा, बिल्डिंग फंक्शनल नहीं है, बीपी इंस्ट्रूमेंट काम नहीं कर रहा है, एम्लोडिपिन नहीं है, टल्मा 40 नहीं है, तो कैसे क्लिनिकल सर्विस प्रोवाइड करेंगे? ठीक है. सो अभी तक समझ पा रहे हैं ना हाउ ए टू ई दे आर एक्चुअली फॉर्मिंग ए स्टोरी लाइन. नाउ what are the points we are giving under this area of concern E? We are providing with some adhering with some universal precautions. So you know what are the universal precautions, like your hand hygiene, your personal protective equipments, your environmental control, your biomedical waste management, your sterilization and autoclave. So those are the points for your universal precautions. And under INQAS, one more point is there, that is known as Infection Control Committee. So in a nutshell, area of concern F is that. Okay. So what are the services we are providing under E? We have to follow universal precautions, and there should be an infection control committee to monitor and implement those parts. So E is related to F. Okay. Now coming to H. I am coming to G part, but why I just skipped G to H? Because H is the mirror of the healthcare facility, outcome indicator. Here we are going to find some of the things in terms of number, and those percentage is they are going to give you your quality policy, your quality objective, your vision, your mission. What are those? Your quality policy, your quality objective, your vision, mission, what are those? Those are the points under your quality management, along with some other points. Okay, that's why I said H is the mirror of the facility. For an example, patient satisfaction. Do you think patient satisfaction is only in G as survey part, G2, and your your PSS score is under H? No, your patient satisfaction, that those points started from your B part. Okay, the patient is going to satisfy, or they are keen, or the beneficiary, the client. We are not going to use the word patient only, the client as well, the beneficiary as well. Okay, they will be satisfied only if we are providing the services free of cost, with their consent, with privacy, dignity, confidentiality. Okay, then only we are going to whenever we are going to conduct the patient satisfaction survey under G2, one of the mandatory criteria, then only they are going to participate in the survey. Okay, and the score is going to come under your outcome, PSS score. So you are getting my point, how the storyline of A to H are related. Okay, so NQA standards, they cannot work in silo. Okay, as under G we have a quality team. See, so in the similar line, the entire area of concerns are the quality. They are the quality team. Okay, so that's why I took a few more minutes to describe that. Why? Because I am going to correlate the green habits for 2 to 3 area of concern. Then only you can try to correlate how these storyline actually they are talking to each other. Okay, now coming to my favorite, okay, green habits. Of course, green habit is my favorite, and of course, Enquas is another my favorite part. Okay, so now coming to the green habits. Now we are going to discuss all the green habit points under DH, under CSC, under PSC, under Urban Primary Healthcare Services, UPSC standards, under Armed Sub Center. Before that, I am going to give a disclaimer. Although I have all the checklist with me, as I was the part of quality and patient safety team for so many years, but what I have done, again I have downloaded all the checklists from the public domain. Okay, so that there will be no ambiguity, because there are a few points are modified under CSC, because now all the maternal child health points are incorporated in the CSC checklist as well, and now Lakshya and Muskan part is also incorporated. So although I have all the checklists, but I'm just giving this disclaimer. Whatever the checklist and whatever the ME, I will say all the points, all the checklists I have downloaded from the NHSRC QPS microsite. Then I have taken the example from them. Okay. So I hope you have all the checklists with you. If you are from public health sector, public health background, if you are not, then please go to the NHSRC website, National Health System Resource Center, Quality and Patient Safety microsite. There they have actually uploaded all the Enquas checklist and the Kayakalp guideline recent to 2024, before that 20, and you will find all the things. Okay, now the main business. Okay, today's topic. Okay, so why I'm actually taking a bit long time, so that I can contribute with you to excel the Enquas certification. Not only the Enquas certification, starting from your internal assessment, then your gap identification, your time bound action plan, then your state certification, of course, to get the Enquas certification, national level Enquas certification. At least I can help you in now I am saying three area of concern. Okay, how? So what I am going to do, my first slide, as I have shown here also, my first slide would be the glimpse of all the green habits under a level of healthcare facility, and my subsequent slides would be the example from the same checklist. Okay, and then I would try to correlate with the eco-friendly theme and some of the point, remember, in context of maternal health and newborn health. Okay, remember Lakshya, Muskan and Suman Roadmap 2030. So you can see some of the guidelines behind me, like Enquas for PSC, and in right hand side of me, like your Suman Roadmap 2030. Okay, so now coming to district hospital, what are the points which I use? I have started saying the green habits. Okay, under DH, number one, biomedical segregation and disposal. Okay, try to just correlate under which area of concern. Okay, number two, your solid and liquid waste management. Which area of concern? Of course, I am going to discuss, but you just try to focus on that area of concern. Now, water quality and conservation. Okay, so here also starting from the starting itself, Enquas is containing the points of your biomedical waste segregation, disposal, your solid waste management, liquid waste management, water quality and water conservation. Okay, Enquas for DH is also containing a few points on energy conservation and renewable energy. Okay, please focus on those points. I am going to give the example also. Okay, then you will find this presentation very easy. Okay, green campus. What is this green campus? If you see the checklist, it's there na ki maintenance of the campus, maintenance of the greenery of the campus, your herbal garden. Okay, so what are those? Green campus. Okay, so we are using herbal garden in the checklist, but nowadays one more terminology is there. This is known as carbon garden. This is not part of our ENQUAS and Kayakalp as of now, but I am just saying because now the concept of carbon garden is already there, and the first carbon garden in India is in Delhi only, in Delhi University. So the botanical department, okay, they have developed this carbon garden. This is nothing but in a single line, if I say, this is nothing but they have developed this garden with the trees. They are actually consuming the carbon dioxide and thus emitting the oxygen. Okay, so more or less all the things are actually related to how we are contributing to carbon emission and how we are going to play our role to reduce the carbon emission. Okay. So this is Green Campus. So it's already there under ENQUAS of DHS. Now, air pollution, noise pollution is already there. Just think over those points. Your DigiSet है ना, एक पॉइंट उसमें कि DigiSet का उसका डेसिबल इतना होना चाहिए, नॉइज पोल्यूशन नहीं होना चाहिए. वो क्या है? वो ग्रीन हैबिट ही है. ओके, नाउ दिस पॉइंट, व्हाई आई हैव एडेड फायर सेफ्टी मेजर्स. व्हाई? आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू व्हाई. ओके, सो मोटा मोटा अगर हम DH की बात करें, उसमें हमने क्या देखा, उसमें जो ग्रीन हैबिट्स के पॉइंट है, जो सारे पॉइंट्स हमें बाद में चल के कार्बन एमिशन से रिडक्शन के लिए हेल्प कर रही है, ये क्या क्या है, हम ऑलरेडी क्या कर रहे हैं, BMW सेग्रीगेशन डिस्पोजल पे काम कर रहे हैं. हम जो चेकलिस्ट बात करती है सॉलिड लिक्विड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट की चेकलिस्ट, इसमें भी बात करती है वाटर क्वालिटी टेस्ट, वाटर कंजर्वेशन मेजर्स, एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन मेजर्स एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी. चेकलिस्ट इसके बारे में भी बात करती है. एयर पोल्यूशन, नॉइज पोल्यूशन, चेकलिस्ट फायर सेफ्टी में भी बात करती है. नाउ प्लीज ट्राई टू कोरिलेट व्हाई आई सेड आई एम गोइंग टू कवर 3 area of concern. Number 1 area of concern, C, which is talking about input. Number 2, D, which is dealing with your energy conservation, renewable energy, your water quality conservation, your green campus. And area of concern F, your biomedical waste management, liquid waste management, solid waste management. So now you are clear what are the AOCs I am going to cover over here, but the points for green habits. Okay, chali. Now my next slide would be on the example. And during the example, I am going to focus on this fire part. Why fire part? Why fire safety measures? Okay, because we have already incorporated few points under this eco-friendly theme if you have gone through that checklist. But why and how? I said here fire safety. Chaliye, next slide pe. Okay, so the next slide for DH examples. Here I have tried to incorporate some MEs, matlab measurable elements, and the AOCs. Here explicitly I have mentioned the your area of concern and the MEs and the means of verification. I am going to discuss some of the means of verifications as well. That's why I have incorporated one slide on those buzzwords, keywords, to have a grip on ENQUAS, to excel in the ENQUAS certification. Now, what are the examples? If you see the general admin checklist of your district hospital, majorly it is containing about your general waste management, your biomedical waste management authorization, your rainwater harvesting system, your herbal garden. Here I am talking about the checklist. Okay, and moreover, all the points are incorporated under area of concern D. I am talking about this point, the second point. All these points are from the general and GMN's general admin checklist of ENQUAS DH, and particularly I have focused over here area of concern D, because area of concern D of general admin of DH is containing how you are going to manage the general waste. हम कैसे general waste को manage करेंगे, biomedical waste management authorization, because area of concern D is containing one of the core and mandatory area. Okay, so हमारा जो rain water harvesting system, हमारा herbal garden, सारे चीजें एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न डी में है और एक्सप्लिसिटली जनरल एडमिन में है। तो थोड़ा आगे मैं चलूंगी, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न डी पे ही चलूंगी। देखिए यहाँ पे मैंने हाईलाइट किया नंबर 3 पे, यहाँ पे भी ऐसा ही है। सिमिलरली अंडर दी जीए जनरल एडमिन, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न डी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट यूज ऑफ एनर्जी एफिशिएंट बल्ब्स, solar panels, noiseless generator, estimation of power consumption. So what are those? Please try to correlate some of the points under the energy audit of eco-friendly theme H1, because H1 of eco-friendly theme is talking about our energy audit. Okay, so the entire points like your energy efficient bulb, solar panel, noiseless generator and estimation of power consumption, they are the bright example of green habits towards energy conservation and renewable energy, which is ultimately going to help all of us to reduce our carbon emission. So you are getting my point. The green habits, why I have collated all the green habits. Okay, so now coming back to green campus, I have already discussed on the green campus. If you see, we have certain checkpoints how we are going to maintain the campus. Okay, now coming back to area of concern D again. If you see, and the area of concern D is also containing a few points across the checklist, not only under the general admin checklist, but also in IPD, in OPD, that ventilation. Now I am coming to the point number 1, ventilation, adequate illumination, temperature control. Okay, those are some points you are going to find in all the departmental checklist. Okay, here I am using the word departmental checklist. Whenever I am going to discuss on the UPSC, then I am going to use the term thematic checklist. Okay, so you know what is the difference between the departmental checklist and the thematic checklist. Okay, so ventilation, natural ventilation. Okay, your doors, windows should be open, your exhaust fan, the adequate illumination based on your procedure area, your like your common corridors, your toilet, everywhere. What are those? Those are the points under green habits. Okay, you can correlate this video to my first video, where I have introduced the why the energy audit, water audit, and the carbon footprint calculation matters. There I try to give a few points on the introduction, starting from the health effects of climate change, how it evolves, everything, whatever I can do. Okay, in best of my knowledge. See, now coming to this part, temperature control. Remember, I said I am going to give some of the example from the maternal and newborn health point of view when we are talking about health effects of climate change. If you remember, if you have gone through my second video, which is on the green habits under chapter 13 of the Suman Roadmap 2030, there we have discussed how the points for green habits are incorporated for mother and newborn baby, starting from the pre-pregnancy to postnatal, only for heat, how to combat with your heat waves. Okay, so there we have discussed on some facility health sector preparedness, community preparedness, facility preparedness. In the similar line, if you see our departmental checklist for your labor room, for your maternity OT, and of course for SNCU and NRC as well, there you are going to find the temperature, the range of the temperature that should be maintained. Why? Because they need some adequate temperature, and the points of the checklist 26 to 28, they are from the guidelines of the maternal health and child health. What are those? Like you should know the source. One is your MNH Toolkit 2013. Okay, there you are going to find the ambient temperature for your labor room, your maternity OT, and if you go to the your FBNC, facility based newborn care guideline, there you are going to find for the newborn baby. Okay, and all the points are very meticulously incorporated under the means of verification MOB of the NQUAS checklist. Okay, so now we have covered area of concern D and area of concern F. Moreover, the points are covered under general admin checklist and few points are similar across all the departments. Okay. Now coming to one other, the next point, like I am giving it 6. So if you see this 6, what is it all about? Instrument, equipment. Okay, and other than that, we are also utilizing AC, refrigerator. So what we can do? Okay, whatever refrigerator, AC we are actually installing in our facilities, they should have this B star. And if you see the eco-friendly theme, we have mentioned over there at least 4 star and above. But IPHS is saying 3 star above. But we say we have incorporated. Sorry, I'm utilizing we because at that point of time I was part of a QPS team. So that's why I'm using that we. Okay. So, but if you see that guideline, the guideline is saying you should use 4 star and above. Okay. Why 4 star and above? For an example, refrigerator. I am just quoting one example of refrigerator. And I am writing over here R32. Okay. So how we are going to contribute to reduce the carbon emission through NQUAS as well. Sir and ma'am, see, just one common point. May it be our Kayakkal, may it be eco-friendly theme, may it be NQUAS. We are actually implementing in one facility. If you are implementing in DH, one DH, CSC, one CSC. Okay. So as of now, the eco-friendly theme is for CSC till CSC, DH, SDH and CSC. But the points are common, na? And if as an implementer, we are implementing one point, so this is going to cover for your NQUAS, for your Kayakkal, for your Lakshya, Muskan and all the other points, those are embedded under the NQUAS framework. So why I have written over here R32? Sir and ma'am, this word R32 is a type of refrigerant. And if you are going to install the refrigerator with this R32 of refrigerant, this is going to give you less carbon emission. That means if a fridge is with R32, it is actually mentioned. If you very meticulously see the list, the actually bill, the guarantee, the warranty period, they are already mentioning nowadays. They are mentioning R32. Okay, so this R32 is actually reducing a lower chlorofluorocarbon. So that means reduction of carbon emission. Okay, that means while implementing NQUAS, while installing your fridge, your AC, so you can go for the fridge or AC with R32 refrigerant. Specifically, I am saying about fridge, because if you go to a labor room or oxytocin, you have to install fridge. If you go to immunization room, so for cold chain management, okay. So remember R32, and after seeing this, please ask them whether this refrigerator is with R32 or not. Okay, because there are some are with higher chlorofluorocarbon emission. So we have to focus on those are emitting low chlorofluorocarbon. Okay, so that we can play our role to reduce the carbon emission. Why I am again and again emphasizing on carbon emission? Because as per a report of Healthcare Without Harm in 2019, so the report is saying that actually healthcare industry is responsible for 4.4% of carbon emission. So ऐसा नहीं कि हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं. हमने अपने फैसिलिटी में एसी लगाया, हमने अपने फैसिलिटी में रेफ्रिजरेटर लगे रखे, हमने अपने फैसिलिटी में फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर भी लगाए हैं, हमने अपनी हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटी में इंस्ट्रूमेंट इक्विपमेंट भी हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, यूटिलाइज कर रहे हैं ना. सो all the thing should be with some of the points, those are emitting your low chlorofluorocarbon or those are with low carbon emission. Okay, so now coming to fire hazard C3. So now we covered area of concern D, area of concern F. Now coming to area of concern C. Why I have incorporated area of concern C? Because if you go to area of concern C for DH, particularly C3 is talking about fire safety. Fire safety measure like installation, your training, your orientation, all the points under C3. Okay, so here comes our role. Because under C3 we are seeing the installation of fire extinguisher, A, B, C, whatever may be the strategic places, and according to that you have to install your fire extinguisher. Okay, so that should be what? Halon free. Why halon free? Because halon is actually producing some of the things which is actually responsible for ozone depletion. Okay, you know the importance of ozone in the atmosphere. See, I have mentioned over here Montreal Protocol. The Montreal Protocol is nothing but it's an international treaty which is talking about phase out of halon. Okay, and India is one of the signing of this treaty also. So that's why we have incorporated this R32 under this eco-friendly theme. Okay, in 2020-21. Okay, see, the INQUAS checklist is there from 2013-14, but there the specifically R32 was not there, but we have incorporated under this eco-friendly. That means now we can go for R32 because the facility is the same one. Okay, one common facility. May it be your Kayak implementation, may it be your INQUAS certification. Okay, so now you are clear about DH. So area of concern C containing your fire safety measure. Okay, area of concern D, your ventilation, your green campus, your energy conservation, your renewable energy in terms of your using the LED light, in terms of your using your solar panels. Okay, and the here also estimation of power consumption. Okay, earlier you used to do the at least the voltage calculation, power consumption for the particularly for the critical care, and if I say very precisely your SNCU voltage calculation. So this is nothing but a part of our energy audit. Okay, so that means energy audit is there starting from the INQUAS. Okay, later those past parts are just elaborated under the eco-friendly theme. You are agreeing with me or not? It's already there because here the evidence, because INQUAS is nothing but INQUAS is an evidence-based approach. Okay, चलिए अभी तक हमने डीएच कर लिया. डीएच में हमने देखा कि किस तरह से हमने एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न सी, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न डी, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न एफ पे बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हैं जो कि ग्रीन हैबिट्स को कैटर करता है. कैसे हम लोग अपने कैंपस को ग्रीन रखते हैं, हम लोग अपनी हॉस्पिटल में डिपार्टमेंट में एलईडी लाइट लगाते हैं, सोलर पैनल का यूज़ के लिए हमने चेकलिस्ट में डाला हुआ है. हम लोग ये भी चेकलिस्ट में ये भी डाला हुआ है कि नॉइसलेस जनरेटर यूज़ करें. सो हम चेकलिस्ट में ये भी है कि हर्बल गार्डन भी मेंटेन करें, वेंटिलेशन मेंटेन करें एंड इल्यूमिनेशन, प्रॉपर इल्यूमिनेशन भी मेंटेन करें जहाँ पे जितना चाहिए. ओके, एंड टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल भी मेंटेन करें सारे डिपार्टमेंट के लिए. और पर्टिकुलरली जो थोड़े फोकस बेस्ड इंटरवेंशन जिसमें है माँ और बच्चा, हाँ, वहाँ पे भी उस डिपार्टमेंट में भी आप थोड़ा उसको भी देखें. ठीक है, वो सारे पॉइंट्स हैं. और हमने ये भी बात की कि हम लोग किस तरह जब हम फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर इंस्टॉल करें अपने डीएच में, जब भी चेकलिस्ट रन करें, जब भी उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करें, तब हम कैसे उसमें हेलोन फ्री फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर हम इंस्टॉल करें. और कैसे जब हम बात करते हैं हम कोई फ्रिज भी लगाए किसी भी डिपार्टमेंट में, चाहे फार्मेसी में हो टू स्टोर द ड्रग एंड कंज्यूमेबल, चाहे वो हम लोग लेबर रूम में ऑक्सीडाइजिंग स्टोर के लगाए, तो कैसे हम वहाँ पे थोड़ा एडवोकेसी करें R32 रेफ्रिजरेंट की. ठीक है, सो ये मोटा मोटा हो गया जो जितने सारे ग्रीन हैबिट्स के पॉइंट्स थे अंडर द इनक्वास चेकलिस्ट ऑफ DH. Okay, so the next is CSC. So whenever we are talking about CSC, the points would be more or less common, whatever we have discussed under DH. That's why I took a longer period to discuss on the points from DH. Okay, now the similar points we can see the number one, like BMW. BMW means biomedical waste management. Okay, not BMW vehicle. Then solid waste, liquid waste management, safe water and water conservation. And again in CSC as well, the checklist is also mentioning about the use of the energy efficient utilities. Okay, clean campus, and the CSC checklist is also talking about the ventilation and the chemical and fire safety. So now you can compare with this DH point. Under DH, we have BMW segregation, disposal, we have solid waste, liquid waste, we have energy conservation, we have the part for green campus and the fire. Okay, and in the similar line, in CSC as well, the checklist is also taking care of few of the green habits in terms of your BMW liquid waste management, safe water practices, water conservation practices, and how we are going to install some of the energy efficient utilities like LED bulbs, your clean campus and ventilation. So the points are more or less common, and of course the fire part. The concept would be similar across the facility, but I am going to give you the example from the checklist and from some of the measurable elements and your MOV, means of verification. Okay, now my subsequent slide is on the example from INQUAS for CSC. If you see explicitly the general admin checklist, the departmental checklist of CSC, here also I am utilizing the terminology of departmental checklist. Okay, if you see again the general admin checklist of CSC, D10 is talking about the waste management. Okay, along with your authorization part. Okay, whenever I am saying some standards, so please cross check with that. Okay, chali. Now coming back to D4.1, here I have mentioned the particular measurable element from general admin checklist, departmental checklist. Okay, that D4.1 ME is talking about some of the safe water practices and water conservation. What are those? Water harvesting system. Remember, rainwater harvesting system. This is very much famous. Like one term is herbal garden, and other one is रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग सिस्टम. एक जो हर्बल गार्डन है, दूसरा जो रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग सिस्टम. ये बहुत फैमिलियर है हमारे कायाकल्प में. ठीक है. सो ऑल दिस पॉइंट्स आर देयर अंडर द इनक्वास एज वेल. तो अगर आपने कायाकल्प के लिए तैयारी किया है, दैट मीन्स कुछ तो आपने इनक्वास के लिए भी हमने तैयारी कर ली है. ठीक है, क्योंकि कायाकल्प और इनक्वास में क्या सिमिलरिटी है? सिमिलरिटी क्या है? एक तो आपका अपकीप मेंटेनेंस हो गया, दूसरा आपका इन्फेक्शन कंट्रोल पार्ट हो गया. मोटा मोटा तो यही है ना, हैंड हाइजीन, इन्फेक्शन कंट्रोल, आपका अपकीप मेंटेनेंस का पार्ट. ठीक है. चलिए, तो यहाँ पे मैं क्या कोशिश कर रही हूँ कि मैं आपको डिपार्टमेंटल चेकलिस्ट भी दे दूँ, बता दूँ, और उसमें कहाँ पे किस मेजरेबल एलिमेंट में ये सारे ग्रीन हैबिट्स के पॉइंट है, जहाँ पे हम थोड़ा उस पर काम करके अपने हॉस्पिटल का कार्बन एमिशन हम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं, ताकि हम एक अच्छा वातावरण किसको दे पाए? पेशेंट, क्लाइंट, देयर अटेंडेंट, देयर कीन, और किसको दे पाए? अपने आप को, जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, जो स्टाफ, एंड ऑफ कोर्स एनवायरनमेंट को भी दे पाए. ठीक है. फिर जब हम बात करते हैं उसी जनरल एडमिन की चेकलिस्ट में जब हम देखो आप CSC में, इट इज़ ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट वाटर क्वालिटी टेस्ट। एंड एक और मज़ेदार चीज़ जो हम बहुत यूज़ हम करते हैं कायाकल्प में, थोड़ा यहाँ पे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है वाला पॉइंट, वाटर टैंक क्लीनिंग। हम लोग ये रजिस्टर यूज करते हैं ना, ये सब क्या है? दोज आर द पॉइंट्स फॉर ग्रीन हैबिट, ओके, टू अवॉइड सम काइंड ऑफ कंटामिनेशन। ओके, हम किस लिए कर रहे हैं? यही तो है ग्रीन हैबिट्स। अभी आपको समझ में आ रहा है वाई आई हैव गिवन द नेम ऑफ द टॉपिक ग्रीन हैबिट्स अंडर इनक्वास, क्योंकि ग्रीन हैबिट हर जगह है। ग्रीन हैबिट घर पे भी है, अस्पताल में भी है, रास्ते में भी अगर आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहो भी कर सकते हो। बस रिपीट, इसीलिए आई हैव चूज दिस द वर्ड ऑफ ग्रीन हैबिट्स। हैबिट एक मतलब एक टाइम के लिए नहीं है, जितना हम उसको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना हम मतलब कार्बन एमिशन के लिए अपना रोल प्ले करेंगे, ठीक है, उसको रिड्यूस करने के लिए। ओके, सो नाउ अगेन कमिंग बैक टू द चैप्टर। सो द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, if you see the C2.2, C2.2 is the ME, the general admin checklist. C2.2 is talking about power audit. That means way back whenever the inquest for CSC come into existence and we started implementing across the country, power audit is already there. Okay, and now under eco-friendly theme we have incorporated energy audit under this H1 energy efficiency, if I remember correctly. Okay, you are getting my point, how the points are already there. The thing is that you need to just focus on those points, okay, towards a sustainable healthcare and towards a green and resilient healthcare public health facility. Okay, it is applicable to all, may it be public, may it be private, but here I am talking about NQAS, and NQAS is primarily for the public healthcare facilities. Now again the CSC checklist D3.10 under this general admin checklist, here it is mentioning about periodic measurement of illumination. That means लक्स मीटर पे हम लोग क्या करते थे, कायाकल्प में करते हैं ना, लक्स मीटर यूज़ करके देखते हैं कि ये कॉरिडोर का इल्यूमिनेशन कितना है, जहाँ पे कोई प्रोसीजर हो रहा है चाहे लेबर रूम और OT हो वहाँ पे कितना है लक्स, जितना होना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं कि कोई एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी के लिए वो लक्स मीटर का ही वो आप कम कर दो, नहीं, यहाँ पे तो 100 लक्स चाहिए, नहीं हमारा उसको हमें कार्बन एमिशन कम करना है तो वहाँ पे 50 लक्स यूज़ कर दे, नहीं, you cannot divert from the at least the minimum requirement of the lux for that particular department or the particular area. Please remember that point. Okay, that I have focused on the first video itself. That's why I am requesting all of you, please see this video and also please go through my first and second video. Okay, chaliye. So the D3.10, what it is talking about, it's saying about the measurement of illumination. Okay, now see, noiseless generator, that means here under the INQAS we are taking care of noise pollution as well, correct? So again a green habit, energy efficient bulbs, of course, all the checklist we are having this point. Okay, chaliye, now coming back to the third one is completed, two I have discussed, now coming to 3 under where I mentioned 3 similar points as we have already discussed under DH. What are those? Herbal garden, no water logging, landscaping, maintenance of trees, maintenance of open area, gardens. Okay, what are those? The core points from what? Core points from area of concern D, upkeep and maintenance. Okay, and at the same time those points are similar in kayakalp and INQAS as well. So now we are getting my point, how the points are incorporated under D. Okay, and all the points are the green habits. Okay, maintenance of your open spaces, no water logging, your landscaping. Earlier we have used the terminology of landscaping in INQUAS. In कायाकल्प शुरुआत में कायाकल्प में लैंडस्केपिंग था, इनक्वास में भी लैंडस्केपिंग. Then in 2020-21 the terminology like softscaping and hardscaping were introduced. ठीक है, ये सारे चीजें कुछ नहीं है, वो ग्रीन हैबिट ही है. ठीक है, सो इसका मतलब ये है इनक्वास की चेकलिस्ट जब से बनी है तब से कुछ एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न पे हमने ग्रीन हैबिट के पॉइंट इनकॉर्पोरेट कर दिया था. ठीक है, चलिए अगेन द सेम एग्जांपल ऑफ वेंटिलेशन, केमिकल एंड योर फायर सेफ्टी, सेम योर एज पर द जो मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल. So you should install your halon-free your fire extinguishers. Okay. So Saran ma'am, here again I am reiterating the point. I am only focusing on the points related to green habit. Those are related to reduce the carbon emission. During my video, I am not touching upon all the points of INQUAS. Only the points, only the AOC, only the AMI, only the MINSA verification that are dealing with some of the points for energy conservation, for water conservation, for some other measures which is responsible to reduce the carbon emission. Okay, that's why green habit. This now the green habit is one of my favorite terms. Okay, from 10th July. And thanks to one of my friend who suggested during one of the discussion, the word came up actually. Chaliye, now we have completed DH and CSC. Why I have given the example of my friend? Because sir, ma'am, whatever the work we are doing, it's always it's a good. अच्छा लगता है, ये अच्छा है जब आप किसी को उसको इतना आप ये दो आपकी, चलो वो भी आपकी जर्नी के साथ इन्वॉल्व है. ओके, सो शी इज़ इन्वॉल्व इन माई जर्नी. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई. सो जब भी आप कोई भी काम करे, चाहे इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, चाहे असेसमेंट, जो भी चीज़ें, कोई आपको किस चीज़ में आपको सपोर्ट करता है, मदद करता है, या कोई आप किस चीज़ से किससे सीखते हो, सीखने वाले को कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए. ठीक है, दिस इज वन ऑफ दी नॉट ग्रीन हैबिट बट हैबिट्स. ओके, नाउ कमिंग बैक टू द चैप्टर. ओके, द टॉपिक नाउ कमिंग टू PSC. ओके, अच्छा सरन मैम, आप लोगों को याद होगा शुरुआत में मैंने बोला था जब मैं PSC, UPSC और जब मैं आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर सब सेंटर की मैं बात करूंगी तब कुछ और टर्मिनोलॉजी उसमें एडिशन होगा. आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड ए वन मोर टर्म अंडर दिस. व्हाट इज दैट? आई एम कमिंग टू दैट. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, as I shown you earlier, that my first slide would be what are the points under the respective healthcare facility. Like under PSC, the points are biomedical waste management segregation, the general waste management, safe drinking water and water saving practices. Okay, then LED lighting, of course, it is starting from your DH to Ayushman Arogya Mandir. Then very common point, natural light and ventilation and clean surrounding. So these are some of the points from the area of concerns, different area of concerns. Okay, again from your C, D, F, wherever it is applicable. So these are some points. Now we will discuss on some of the example. Okay, now whenever we are going to discuss on the example from PSC, we are going to discuss on facility part, and the next part is outreach. Why outreach? Because if you see the PSC checklist of INQUAS, so we have a separate checklist on National Health Program. Okay, and whenever we are going to discuss, we are talking about immunization, then in facility and in community as well. So that means whatever it may be the points under green habits, we are going to practice under the premises of the PSC. And of course, whenever you are going for the field visit for the outreach session activities, okay, so we are going to practice the same green habits during those period. For an example, your immunization site, okay, because during immunization you are going to have the biomedical waste. So that means here also you are going to collect, we are going to segregate those things, okay, according to the BMDO rule, and again you need to take it with you as per the rule, and the same policy, your segregation and your disposal part. That's why here I have emphasized this on outreach, okay, because NHP एक चेकलिस्ट है ना, NHP यहाँ पे है, ठीक है. Now you are getting my point. Why I have introduced the word over here. अभी हम PSC में, UPSC में, आम सब सेंटर में हम बात करेंगे फैसिलिटी की एंड कम्युनिटी की, क्योंकि हमारे चेकलिस्ट उसके बारे में बात करता है, ठीक है. सो क्या क्या एग्जाम्पल हम दे सकते हैं PSC में. एक तो चलिए BMW सेग्रीगेशन, ये सबको एक कॉमन पता है, ये एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न एफ में है. Area of concern F is containing the biomedical, how you are going to do segregation at source. Okay. Now, coming to the measurable element D1.7 of general admin checklist. जब आप PSC की जनरल एडमिन चेकलिस्ट जाएंगे, वहाँ पे जो ME D1.7 है वो स्पेसिफिकली बात करता है सेफ डिस्पोजल ऑफ जनरल वेस्ट. ओके, इसके बारे में बात करता है ना कि हम कैसे जनरल वेस्ट को हम उसको किस तरह से म्यूनसिपैलिटी और जो भी वहाँ पे लोकल अथॉरिटी है उनके साथ मिलके हम कैसे उसको हम डिस्पोज करें, और किस तरह से एक उसमें और एक पॉइंट है ना, चेक पॉइंट, नो बर्निंग साइन इनसाइड दी प्रेमिसेस ऑफ PSC. यही है ना, ऐसा नहीं कि हमने जनरल वेस्ट जला दिया और हमने जनरल वेस्ट मैनेज कर लिया. हाँ, जो कि फील्ड विजिट में बहुत मतलब कुछ जगह पे कभी कभार हम ऑब्जर्व कर लेते हैं, ठीक है. दैट मीन्स दिस इज द one of the green habits. Okay, you have to take care of your general waste also, not by burning them but with some disposal mechanism through municipality, okay, whatever may be your local bodies, okay, जो भी रूल के हिसाब से है. सो ये है ग्रीन हैबिट हो गया. नाउ if you again see the general admin checklist here, ME D1.9 ये क्या कहता है? This ME is talking about safe drinking water and water saving practices. So what are those? Again, very famous rain water harvesting system and all other water conservation measure. तो PSC के चेकलिस्ट में भी शुरुआत से, जब से PSC की चेकलिस्ट बनी है, ये है, ठीक है. चलिए, अच्छा, अब ये तो हो गया, एक तो हमारा हो गया एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न एफ के बारे में हमने बात कर लिया. एक तो हमने बात कर लिया एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न डी के, इसी हमने डी के बारे में भी बात कर लिया, ठीक है, क्योंकि मैंने शुरुआत से बोला था 3 एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न पे मैं यहाँ पे फोकस कर रही हूँ जब मैं ग्रीन हैबिट के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ, ठीक है. चलिए, तो नेक्स्ट एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न सी. So what is the point? Please try to remember your fire safety measures. यहाँ पे अगर PSC की चेकलिस्ट में देखें, जनरल एडमिन की चेकलिस्ट में मेजरेबल एलिमेंट C2.2 जो बात करता है किसके बारे में? पीरियडिक चेक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंस्टॉलेशन. दैट मीन्स ए पार्ट ऑफ योर एनर्जी ऑडिट. ओके, चेक हम इसलिए करते हैं कि सब कुछ सही रहे, सेफ्टी. अब देख रहे हो, ये सेफ्टी है ताकि मतलब आग ना लगे, ये तरह की सेफ्टी है. बट उस इलेक्ट्रिकल इंस्टॉलेशन का सेफ्टी चेक करके आप एनर्जी ऑडिट के बारे में भी बात कर रहे हैं. एंड हियर ऑल्सो व्हाट वी कैन हैव द सेम पॉइंट, हेलोन फ्री फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर, ओके, एज पर द मॉन्ट्रियल ट्रीटी. ओके, सो यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न C, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न D एंड एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न F. Okay, and as far as this BMW segregation disposal is concerned, it is applicable both inside the premises of PSC facility and outside outreach activities. Okay, chaliye. Now again, if you see the area of concern D of the PSC, if you go to your IPD checklist for your IPD, so you are going to find D 1.4, and which is talking about adequate light and adequate ventilation. Same. Okay. And again, if you see the general admin checklist, specifically D 1.9, again it is talking about what? Landscaping, maintenance of the garden. Again, green habits. Okay. So now you may be having a bit clarity. Okay, why I have given the name green habits under INQUAS. See what I am trying to do. एक जगह पे मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, सारे ग्रीन हॉस्पिटल फ्रेमवर्क के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ, जिसपे भी हम अपना जो कार्बन एमिशन रिडक्शन कर पाए. दूसरे साइड पे मैं ऐसे सारे पॉइंट्स बता रही हूँ जो कि इनक्वास इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में आसानी हो जाएगी. ठीक है, क्योंकि बिकॉज दे आर टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. ओके, सो नाउ ये हो गया हमारा पीएससी का. अब जब पीएससी की बात करते हैं, हमने फैसिलिटी की बात की इनसाइड द प्रेमिसेस एंड द आउटरीच एक्टिविटीज. ओके, चलिए अब आते हैं थोड़ा डिफरेंट. अब तक हमने बात की जितने सारे पॉइंट्स है, जितने सारे ग्रीन हैबिट्स है अंडर डिपार्टमेंटल चेकलिस्ट. टिल नाउ आई हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑन few of the points of green habits under the departmental checklist, starting from district headquarter hospital, CSC and PSC. Now I am going to discuss few of the points on green habits under the thematic checklist under INQUAS for UPSC, because the National Quality Assurance Standards for UPSC is talking about thematic checklist. Here we are not going to see the department. Here we are going to see outreach, your maternal health, your family planning. Okay, so depending upon your thematic area, the checklist has been designed like that. That's why I am trying to see. I am not going to teach anything, but here I am trying to just rebrushing your memory. I am just trying to rebrush your memory ki what is the difference between departmental checklist and the thematic checklist, and how things are there, how green habits are already there under the, may it be the departmental checklist or may it be the thematic checklist or may it be one single checklist. What is that? AMS Sub Center, Ayushman Arogya Mandir checklist. So now coming to the thematic checklist of UPSC. If you see this, the INQUAS for UPSC, the checklist, the thematic checklist, they are containing again biomedical waste, municipality waste management, correct? Number 1. Again, the points are there. Safe water. Okay, safe water practices. And if you see, the points for energy conservations are also being incorporated under that. Okay, again, clean premises, ventilation, lighting, fire safety, all those points. They are nothing but green habits, and they are also incorporated under this thematic checklist of INQUAS for UPSC. ठीक है, अभी तक आपको समझ में आ रहा है? जैसे हमने पीएससी में बात की कि वहाँ पे हमें फैसिलिटी भी देखनी है और वहाँ पे हमें कम्युनिटी भी देखनी है, आउटरीच सेक्शन भी देखनी है. और जब हम दोनों तरह की चीज़ें देखते हैं तो जो ग्रीन हैबिट्स के पॉइंट है, जितना वो फैसिलिटी के लिए ज़रूरी है उतना वो आउटरीच सेक्शन के लिए ज़रूरी है. जो सारे पॉइंट्स एप्लीकेबल है, फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल सेग्रीगेशन एट सोर्स, तो बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट और साफ सफाई. ऐसा नहीं कि फैसिलिटी के अंदर ही साफ सफाई करेंगे और इम्यूनाइजेशन साइट पे हम नहीं करेंगे, इम्यूनाइजेशन साइट पे हम लोग सेग्रीगेशन एट सोर्स ठीक से नहीं करेंगे एज पर द रूल. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया. दूसरा, जब यूपीएससी की बात कर रहे हैं, यूपीएससी में भी एक चेकलिस्ट है, एक थीमेटिक चेकलिस्ट है, आउटरीच. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब जो सारे ग्रीन हैबिट्स यूपीएससी के अंदर हम लोग देखेंगे वो सारे ग्रीन हैबिट्स हम आउटरीच सेशन में भी हम लोग उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने की, प्रैक्टिस करने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक है. सो अभी चलते हैं एग्जाम्पल पे. चलिए, ये वीडियो थोड़ा लंबा रहेगा क्योंकि मैं तीनों चीज़ों को कोरिलेट करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ, एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई एम ट्राइंग टू स्पीक इन बोथ इन इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी, तो थोड़ा लंबा जाएगा. ओके. बट ये अगर आप उसको एक साथ सुनो या पार्ट पार्ट करके सुनो, जो भी जिस तरह से आपको आसान लगे, और जिस तरह से, अब चाहे आप डीएच में हो, आप डीएच का पार्ट सुन लो, अगर आप इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना चाहते हो, मेंटेनिंग करना चाहते हो, तो सारा आप सुन लो. ओके. बट थोड़ा लंबा जाएगा ये. ठीक है. सो दैट्स वाई आई एम गिविंग द डिस्क्लेमर. ओके. चलिए, अब आते हैं यूपीएससी के एग्जाम्पल. जब यूपीएससी के हम आते हैं, पहले मैं दूंगी आपको एग्जाम्पल फैसिलिटी के अंदर, इनसाइड द प्रेमिसेस. सो अगेन, the general admin checklist, because you know the general admin checklist is actually universal for all the NQAS checklist, starting from your DS, CSC, PSC and your UPSC. Okay. चलिए, मैंने आम सब सेंटर की बात नहीं की है. ठीक है. मैंने खाली DS से लेके UPSC तक बात की है. ठीक है. क्योंकि वहाँ पे ही जी आपका चेकलिस्ट है. GA मीन्स जनरल एडमिन. सो जब हम देखेंगे यूपीएससी की जनरल एडमिन की चेकलिस्ट, पर्टिकुलरली MED 4.6. सो ये क्या है? ये बात करता है बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट एंड दी रेगुलेटरी कंप्लायंसेस. दैट मीन्स this MED 4.6 is talking about your regulatory compliances and the management. Okay. चलिए. So here we are covering एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न F. हो गया एक एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न. नाउ एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न D, जनरल एडमिन एंड MED 1.9. If you see and open the MED 1.9 of your UPSC checklist under general admin, here we are going to find some of the points for safe water practice, okay, and water conservation. And now again, this general admin checklist, MED 1.10. What it covers? Here it is taking care of all the points related to energy conservation. Moreover, focusing on this energy efficient bulbs. That's why I said na ki LED transition, it is similar starting from your DH to your arm sub center. और ये आपका एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन मेजर का एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. ठीक है. अब नॉर्मल जो बल्ब्स, ट्यूबलाइट हम लोग यूज़ करते थे पहले, जैसे ही हमने LED बल्ब यूज़ किए तो हमारा जो है ना, अगर आप देखोगे आपके इलेक्ट्रिक बिल ना, तो ज़रूर ये डिक्रीज हुआ होगा. और यही है, बिल भी आपका डिक्रीज हुआ, और ये आपका एक और स्टेप है टुवर्ड्स रिड्यूसिंग योर कार्बन एमिशन. क्योंकि जो नॉर्मल ट्यूबलाइट जितना कार्बन एमिशन रिलीज करता है, उससे कम आपका LED लाइट करता है. सो यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. नंबर 1, आई एम डिस्कसिंग हियर द ग्रीन हाउस फ्रेमवर्क. नंबर 2, try to correlating the points to reduce the carbon emission. Number 3, how we are going to excel in INQA certification. ओके. एंड बीच में मैं ये मैटरनल हेल्थ के पॉइंट्स भी बता रही हूँ. ठीक है. जहाँ पे हम टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल, बाकी सारी चीज़ों के बारे में बात करते हैं, क्योंकि जो प्रेग्नेंट मदर है या न्यूबॉर्न बेबी है, वो सेवाएं लेने के लिए आपके पास ही तो आएंगे ना, हॉस्पिटल तो आएंगे ना. तो हॉस्पिटल शुड बी रेडी विथ ऑल द ग्रीन हैबिट्स. ओके. चलिए, नाउ अब आते हैं वही जनरल एडमिन की चेकलिस्ट यूपीएससी की D 1.6, जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे हैं लाइटिंग कंट्रोल की, क्लीन प्रेमिसेस की. ठीक है. और यहाँ पे हम लोग फायर सेफ्टी की बात भी कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. तो हम लोग सारी चीज़ें वही कवर कर रहे हैं. अच्छा, ये हो गया यूपीएससी के अंदर हमें क्या क्या सारे जो हमने देखे ना ग्रीन हैबिट्स, वो क्या है in terms of fire safety, in terms of biomedical waste management segregation to disposal, in terms of your safe water practices, water conservation, and of course in terms of your energy conservation. Now coming to your outreach section. If you go to your outreach checklist under F4.3, that ME is actually talking about all the points, green habits for the outreach activities. Okay, area of concern F means your infection control practices. Okay, and the entire area of concern F, starting from your DH to your arm, are the green habits. Okay, because we are practicing over there all the universal precautions. ठीक है, सो ये जो एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न एफ है ये कॉमन है. चलिए मैं फिर आपको बाद में भी बताऊंगी क्या क्या कॉमन एलिमेंट्स है ग्रीन हैबिट्स के अक्रॉस द इनक्वास चेकलिस्ट. ठीक है, अगेन आई एम रीट्रीटिंग हियर, I am not teaching anything. I am trying to just rebrush your memory. Okay, so that it is going to be easier for you to have the green hospital framework to excel towards NQAS certification and implementation. So EPSC तक हो गया हमारा. और जब हमने EPSC से शुरुआत की, हमने फैसिलिटी के बारे में बात की और हमने कम्युनिटी के बारे में भी बात की. अगर आप देखें तो मेरी जो स्लाइड है वो 22 है, 22 स्लाइड्स आर देयर, बट मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम ले लिया. कोई बात नहीं, आप उसको ना पार्ट करके देख लेना, जस्ट ऑन ए लाइटर नोट. ओके, चलिए नाउ कमिंग टू ग्रीन हैबिट्स अंडर आर्म सब सेंटर. सरन मैम, आर्म सब सेंटर इज नथिंग बट फॉर फैसिलिटी, द सर्विसेज आर फॉर फैसिलिटी, फॉर कम्युनिटी एंड ए 2-way referral mechanism. This is the gist of the arm sub center. Facility, service provision. I am talking about service provision. Facility, community and your 2-way referral mechanism. Okay. So मोटा मोटा ये क्या देखता है? Identification, screening, counseling, okay, your stabilization before referral, यही तो देखता है ना. ठीक है, चलिए. So इसमें क्या क्या green habits है? Again, the common points are, of course, biomedical waste management at source, BMW segregation at source, safe waste linkage, कैसे ये मतलब डिस्पोजल कर सकते हैं, किस तरह से ये लिंकेज करके डिस्पोज अप कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे तो आपको पता है बहुत कम ही BMW निकलता है. अब आर्म सब सेंटर में ड्रिंकिंग वाटर, टॉयलेट के भी बारे में बात की गई है. ठीक है, दिस आर द पॉइंट्स ऑल्सो directly indirectly related to green habits. LED lighting, of course, common for all the healthcare facility and very important as well. Okay, LED transition. Natural ventilation. Okay, one of the good point for green hospital framework. Okay, so if you say it in a very particular nomenclature under green hospital framework, under eco-friendly, passive architectural designing. This is the same in a simpler way how we are going to manage the natural ventilation. Okay, या तो आपकी फैसिलिटी नेचुरल वेंटिलेशन से है क्योंकि दरवाज़ा खिड़की इस तरह से बना है कि पूरा फ्लो हो रहा है अच्छे से एयर, या तो पूरा ग्रीनरी के अंदर है, या आपने कुछ एग्जॉस्ट फैन लगाए, कुछ ऐसे होल करके रखा हुआ जिससे कि वेंटिलेशन हो पाए. ठीक है, ये कुछ नहीं, ये है नेचुरल वेंटिलेशन, बट अंडर दैट ग्रीन हॉस्पिटल और इको फ्रेंडली थीम वी हैव इनकॉर्पोरेटेड दैट वर्ड पैसिव आर्किटेक्चरल डिजाइन. बट उसको सिंपल में समझिए, कैसे हवा आए जाए. ठीक है, ताकि एक एम्बियंट टेम्परेचर मेंटेन हो और जो पेशेंट है, जो कीन है, जो बेनिफिशियरी है, स्टाफ है, सब अच्छे से एक एम्बियंट एनवायरमेंट में काम कर पाए. ठीक है, ये ग्रीन हैबिट का एक बढ़िया पॉइंट है. क्लीन प्रेमिसेस, ऑफकोर्स, नीट एंड क्लीनलीनेस, ग्रीनरी, ये भी वी आर गोइंग टू सी इन दी आर्म सब सेंटर चेकलिस्ट एज वेल. ओके, एंड प्लांटेशन, अगेन प्लांटेशन points are there starting from the your DH to arm sub center under your upkeep and maintenance. बट यहाँ पे तो एक ही चेकलिस्ट है, बट यहाँ पे आपको ये वाले पॉइंट्स भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है, और याद रखिए ये भी वही है आपका फैसिलिटी एंड कम्युनिटी दोनों जगह पे. ओके, कैसे? पहले स्लाइड्स द पॉइंट्स अंडर योर ग्रीन हैबिट्स अंडर योर चेकलिस्ट. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल्स? नाउ here I am going to focus on the points from the outreach point of view. Okay, for an example, immunization site. If you see, one of the checkpoint under the arm sub-center checklist is that immunization both inside the premises sub-center and the outreach activity. That means whenever you are providing the immunization sessions, that means segregation at source. So ये आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा जब भी आप आउटरीच सेशन करने के लिए जाए. तो इसलिए मैं इस पॉइंट पे पहले फोकस कर रही हूँ. बाकी जगह पे मैंने पीएससी और यूपीएससी में पहले मैंने फैसिलिटी पे फोकस किया था. देन आई स्टार्टेड डिस्कसिंग ऑन आउटरीच एक्टिविटीज. बट यहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा उल्टा शुरू कर रही हूँ, क्योंकि आर्म सब सेंटर है ही कम्युनिटी से. वो शुरू कहाँ से होता है? स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द कम्युनिटी लेवल, देन योर फैसिलिटी लेवल, then your referral, and the referral is two-way referral mechanism. Okay, so I am trying to touch upon few points from NQuAS as well. Okay, chaliye. Now coming to some of the green habits under the some of the example from the facility. Number 1, under area of concern F, your segregation at source. Okay. Number 2, if you go to area of concern D, measurable element MD 1.2. Here the point is all about sanitation and hygiene. Remember the points. Again, the points are for your green habits. Drinking water at toilet, like cleaning the water conservation part. Okay, safe drinking water, water testing. Again, your D, LED lighting. Okay, natural ventilation, all are under your upkeep maintenance part. So we are not diverting to any other area of concerns. From the starting only, I said that I will only focus on C, D and F. So here the C part. What is this? Your C 1.2, MEC 1.2, which is talking about fire extinguisher. Of course, you are going to install fire extinguisher, and that fire extinguisher, you try to install the halon-free fire extinguishers, and just believe me, what are the points I am quoting over here, what are the examples I am quoting over here, all the things are they are available under this GEM portal. May it be your eco-friendly, your cleaning reagents for cleaning of toilet, cleaning of floors, available in GEM portal. May it be your halon-free fire extinguishers, available under the GEM portal. Okay, your B star rating AC, your R32 refrigerator, all are available in GEM portal. Why I am focusing on GEM portal? Because government is focusing on GEM, purchasing from GEM portal only. Okay. So that's why I am just trying to give some points from implementation side also. Okay, and of course plantation. So ये हो गया मोटा मोटा हमारा DS से लेके आर्म सब सेंटर तक क्या क्या ग्रीन हैबिट्स है, और वो ग्रीन हैबिट्स कहाँ पे हम डिपार्टमेंटल चेकलिस्ट पे देख रहे हैं, कहाँ पे हम थीमेटिक चेकलिस्ट पे देख रहे हैं, कहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं हॉस्पिटल के अंदर, और हम कहाँ देख रहे हैं आउटसाइड, मतलब आउटर सेशन, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम PSC, देन UPSC, देन आवर आर्म सब सेंटर. ठीक है, और जहाँ जहाँ पे भी नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोग्राम के पॉइंट्स होंगे, और जहाँ पे भी ऐसा कुछ चेक पॉइंट होगा जिसमें हमें ग्रीन हैबिट्स के बारे में हमें वो सारी चीज़ें इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. ठीक है, चलिए ये मैंने आई ट्राई टू डिस्क्राइब स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम DH2 arm sub center. Now I have added a very peculiar example on arm sub center. This is one of the best example of eco-friendly theme. What is that? The entire theme of the arm sub center is that the progressive use of digital technology. D3, health promotion, disease prevention and community intervention, your D4 and D5. Why I kept this slide? Please try to read those points. Virtual platform, utilization of telemedicine. What are those? Those are the points from your progressive use of digital technology. And this D3 part is playing a very pivotal role towards eco-friendly, because here through the virtual platform the CHO or the staff of the armed sub center, they are actually discussing with the nearby hub of that telemedicine. So वहाँ पे मूव नहीं कर रहे हैं, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं इनिशियली, जहां तक ना कर पाए तो हम ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के द्वारा जो एमिशन भी रिलीज हो रहा था उसको भी हम थोड़ा बहुत डिक्रीज कर रहे हैं. आपने कभी इस पॉइंट के बारे में सोचा नहीं होगा. हमें सबको पता है D3, D4 एंड D5, दोज आर दी few of the mandatory criteria for ENQA certification of the armed sub center. ठीक है, बट हमें थोड़ा ये आइडिया, हमने ये कनेक्ट नहीं किया होगा कि हाउ दोज पॉइंट्स आर ऑल्सो प्लेइंग देयर रोल टुवर्ड्स रिड्यूसिंग द कार्बन एमिशन इन सम वे. ठीक है, क्या है वो? क्योंकि हम कहीं मूवमेंट, वी आर नॉट कम्यूटिंग समवेयर, वी आर सिटिंग in our armed sub center and through some virtual platform. जैसा मैं यहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग दे रही हूँ वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म पे, आप लोगों का आना जाना कुछ नहीं है. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से जो एमिशन होना था वो नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत इसमें भी होता है, बट ठीक है, हम कुछ तो रिड्यूस कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज इफ यू सी द इको फ्रेंडली चेकलिस्ट थीम, सी एज ऑफ नाउ इट इज इम्प्लीमेंटेबल टिल CSC द इको फ्रेंडली थीम, बट किसी ने मना नहीं किया है कि थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस आप कर लो. बट थीम अगर आप चेकलिस्ट देखें वो CSC तक ही इम्प्लीमेंटेबल है. तो उसमें एक पॉइंट है, आप देखना कि आपको वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म आपको यूज करना है. सो दैट दोज पॉइंट्स वी हैव इनकॉर्पोरेटेड अंडर इको फ्रेंडली थीम इन DH and CSC, बट दोज पॉइंट्स आर देयर अंडर आर्म सब सेंटर अंडर D3, because telemedicine is nothing but we are utilizing a virtual platform. So here we are also contributing ourselves by reducing the carbon footprint. Health promotion, health and wellness. तो हमारा जो आर्म सब सेंटर उसमें एक पॉइंट है ना योगा, वेलनेस एक्टिविटीज, ये क्या है? दोज पॉइंट्स आर टुवर्ड्स द हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग of community and the beneficiary in the facilities as well. Remember, one of the theme under the eco-friendly, health and well-being, save earth and environment, energy efficiency, हाँ, noise and water pollution, यही है ना, noise and air pollution, water conservation, यही तो है ना eco-friendly theme. Now you try to correlate whether some of the points from those theme are there under ENQUAS or not. Okay, now you are getting my point. Why I have emphasizing on this slide D3, D4, D5. One of the best example for this green habits. Okay, चलिए. Now we will discuss, बस और 3-4 स्लाइड से. ओके, अगर आप बोर नहीं हो गए हो तो. Okay, so common elements. One of the common elements are area of concern that I have discussed earlier also. Now, what are the other common elements? Your biomedical waste management segregation, common, starting from your DH to ARM sub-center. Water conservation, next point, energy conservation. Third point, environmental cleaning under area of control F. Your green campus, similar, starting from your DH to ARM sub-center, and the points are common. If you see the checklist very meticulously, ठीक है, किस तरह से हम ओपन एयर मेंटेन करते हैं, किस तरह से लैंडस्केपिंग करते हैं, किस तरह से हम देखते हैं लैंडस्केपिंग है, और किस तरह से ग्रीनरी है, वही तो है, वेंटिलेशन है, आपका टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल है, ठीक है, और किस तरह से देख रहे हैं केमिकल मैनेजमेंट हो रहा है, सेफ, ये सेफ्टी वर्ड हमेशा रहता है, और किस तरह से हम क्या कर रहे हैं, फायर सेफ्टी का भी पॉइंट्स हमने डिस्कस किया है, जो कि अल्टीमेटली दोज फायर सेफ्टी मेजर्स आर अल्टीमेटली लीडिंग टू द डिक्रीज ऑफ द कार्बन एमिशन. बिकॉज इफ यू आर गोइंग टू इंस्टॉल हेलोन फ्री फायर एक्सटिंग्विशन, you are going to reduce the carbon emission definitely. Okay, chaliye. So those are the common elements starting from your DH2 ARM sub-center. Now, so the key take-home message. So what are the key take-home message? So both ENQUAS and Kayakalp eco-friendly theme, they are promoting a environmentally sustainable, safe and quality healthcare service. Okay, safety. Okay, so the existing INQUAS checklist, they don't have a separate section on Green Hospital, but the points are incorporated under C, D, and F. We have discussed throughout our presentation. And the Kayakalp eco-friendly theme further strengthen these effects by focusing on energy efficiency, air and noise pollution, and the 3R concept. बिकॉज 3R कंसेप्ट, योर रिड्यूस, रीयूज, रिसाइकल, क्या है ये आपके BMW सेग्रीगेशन उसी में आपका एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न F में है ना. तो मैंने जैसे शुरू से ही बोला, मैंने फोकस किया यहाँ पे एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न C, एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न D और एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न F. C में खाली आपका फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर पे फोकस किया है. D पे ज़्यादातर अपकीप मेंटेनेंस, सारे पॉइंट्स, वेंटिलेशन, एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन, वाटर कंजर्वेशन, सारे पॉइंट्स आपके ज़्यादातर आपके आते हैं D में आ जाते हैं. ठीक है, आपके मेंटेनेंस. और F स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम योर बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट सेग्रीगेशन टू रेगुलेटरी कंप्लायंसेस. चलो वो तो D में है, बट प्रोसेस पार्ट F में है. अगेन आई हैव इंट्रोड्यूस समथिंग. ऑथराइजेशन D में है, प्रोसेस पार्ट F में है. उसके लिए भी मैंने एक स्लाइड रखा है, क्योंकि मैंने आपको प्रॉमिस किया है कि मैं आपको इनक्वास का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन भी थोड़ा बहुत आपको यहाँ पे बताऊंगी और ग्रीन हैबिट्स के बारे में बताऊंगी. तो ये तो हो गया ग्रीन हैबिट्स के बारे में, जितना इनक्वास में है की टेक होम मैसेज. अब आते हैं थोड़ा सेफ्टी थ्रू ग्रीन हैबिट्स. सो नाउ वी कैन कोरिलेट द ग्रीन हैबिट्स आर द कॉम्बिनेशन. ओके, सो इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द पेशेंट सेफ्टी, स्टाफ सेफ्टी एंड एनवायरमेंटल सेफ्टी. सो यहाँ पे मैं स्टाफ सेफ्टी का एक मतलब एक्सक्लूसिव एग्जाम्पल दूंगी. बाकी सारे एग्जाम्पल तो स्टाफ में भी इम्प्लीमेंट है, क्योंकि इफ योर एनवायरमेंट इज एनवायरमेंट सेफ्टी, देन the staffs are also having those the temperature control, ambience, your good natural ventilation you are having. The specific example is your needle stick injury. ये है ना आपके एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न F में. ठीक है, आपके इम्यूनाइजेशन ऑफ मेडिकल स्टाफ, आपके सारे स्टाफ, हेल्थ चेकअप, ये सारे है ना. अभी याद आ रहा है, मैंने जानबूझ के ये स्लाइड स्टाफ सेफ्टी के सारे पॉइंट्स मैंने जानबूझ के रखे. दोज पॉइंट्स आर देयर अंडर कायाकल्प, योर मेडिकल चेकअप ऑफ स्टाफ, इम्यूनाइजेशन ऑफ स्टाफ, नीडल स्टिक इंजरी, ये सारा क्या है, स्टाफ सेफ्टी के लिए है ना. सो ऑल दोज पॉइंट्स आर इनकॉर्पोरेटेड अंडर द एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न एफ ऑफ इनक्वास एज वेल. ओके, जहाँ जहाँ पे है, ठीक है, सारे चेकलिस्ट में. एंड ऑफ कोर्स दे ऑल आर रिलेटेड. ठीक है, पेशेंट सेफ्टी, स्टाफ सेफ्टी एंड एनवायरमेंटल सेफ्टी. And all the safeties we are going to ensure through some green habits that we have discussed. Those are already under C, D and F. Area of concern C, D and F. Actually, so thank you so much from my side. A green thank you to all of you. So I always use a green welcome and a green thank you. So my last slide. Please think green, act green and excel in INQUAS. My best wishes. Namaskar.